Welcome to Talk Tech with Rob Scott.
My friend Juan Fernandez, welcome to the show.
Hey, it's great to be here, Rob.
Man, you know, Juan, you have been a fixture in the IT managed services industry forever, and it's always a great pleasure to see you. Every time you talk to people, I always try to listen. You're always mentoring people, and you have this way of being so welcoming to everybody. Lots of smiles and hugs. So it's good to see you, but I understand you've been traveling quite a bit.
Yeah, we've been all over the place. It's been crazy, right? So here we are in Florida, but just before this was out in Dallas. Before that, we were out in Berlin. We've been bouncing around. We actually were at the ASCII Cup recently, which was an amazing event. Shout out to ASCII for an amazing cup event. But yeah, it's just been crazy busy, man.
So you were at PAX 8 and won
Berlin
the award out there in Berlin.
Yeah,
is that right? Tell us more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely made some big announcements there about super ops and some of the things that we're doing with PAX 8. Obviously, not only here in the U.S. but also there in Berlin and also in the U.K. and across the pond, which has been amazing to really see the growth of the managed services industry in those markets. And it's actually kind of eye-opening, to win an award in such a place that you feel like, maybe it's been around for a while. We think in the U.S. we've seen managed services here for so many years, and you go there and then you see like the impact that you can make in an industry that you think here in the U.S. has been around for a while. So it was an honor to be able to make the announcements and be the RMM PSA of choice for PAX 8 and its customers, but then also winning, the achievement awards as well. So for operational excellence, we won a big one at Beyond in Denver. And so it's just been really cool to be a part of this journey and to be able to help the industry move forward, man. It's
really cool, folks. So for those who are in the audience that don't fully know about super ops, tell them just at a high level, what does super ops do and how does it help your customers?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing, when we think about managed services, you look at the MSP, right? You think about where we came from. We were SP, service providers, to begin with. When we slapped the M on our chest, we became managed. And the way it became managed was with the use of tools, right? The remote monitoring management, proactive tools that we use today. And so our RMM PSA was an essential piece of that M. And so we're redefining the M, which is the managed part of MSP. And in that, SuperOps is a fully all-inclusive tool that has RMM, PSA, documentation, project management, contracting, billing, and all of the nuances wrapped together with artificial intelligence, feeding back. So it's a little bit different than the RMM PSA of the past, which was problem operation. It's now focusing more on business operation as a service and looking how to use data to actually activate your business and move you into the future versus just activating the problem and solving it. So it's definitely different, but we get a fun opportunity to redefine the future and work with great people like you.
That's awesome. Juan is one of my buddies that lives in Dallas, but that I have to travel all around the world to see. So it's always good.
We've never hooked up in Dallas ever. We live super close.
Yeah. So it's always good to see you on the road. I know Super Ops is very active in the community.
Yeah.
As we start to wind down 2024 and start to look forward to 2025, first, what's your impression of the market? Do we have tailwinds? Do we have headwinds? What are you expecting from the market for managed services next year? We'll start with that question, and then we'll talk specifically about your roadmap.
Yeah, I think for what we see, and right now, which is interesting, I just mentioned we came back from Berlin, and one of the interesting things that I see is, again, being an RMM PSA and having these new metrics, right? We talk about the fastest route to market, the fastest route to profitability. The tools that we've created actually show that there's signs of tailwind, right? Where we're actually catching a lot of speed because of MSPs that are now stepping into this space that were in the VAR and then the reseller market space. And they're actually starting to now say, you know what? Now's the time I think I'm going to get in, right? 'Cause it's been around long enough. I have a large enough customer base and I'm interested in now getting into this space, which is actually kind of ironic to think that you could see this new emergence of MSPs coming to life. I taught a class about 6 months ago. And when I started it, I walked into the room and there was about 4 people. And I thought, okay, this is about what I think the managed services new incomers would look like. I walked out, went to the restroom. I came back. The room was packed. There was over 200 people in this room. And this was about how to start an MSP today. And I actually asked each and every one of you, how many of you are MSPs? 3 of them raised their hand. I said, what do the rest of you do? And they all said, we're starting off. And I said, that's a really interesting point. So when you think about where we're at, if we stand here and we talk to the people of the ecosystem, we would all say there's probably, a little bit of resistance. There's not a lot of growth. But then if you step back just a little further, you actually see there's all these new people standing on the outside edge of this crowd, learning and listening and watching. And so this is why I do what I do and try to welcome people to the community, because sometimes you got to go get them and bring them in. And this is where I think I see a lot of hope for the future in the next year, is that I think we're going to see the managed industries segment of business grow exponentially. I think we're going to see new emergence coming in to actually ITSM and ITOM products that are actually been used in the managed services space for a long time, that are now being used by IT departments. And that's where I really feel like the puck is going. And again, talking with a lot of the analysts and looking at some of their data and their reports, you can see there's still significant growth in this space, and I'm happy about it.
Those of you who listen to the show regularly know that I believe that we're emerging from the cybersecurity age of managed services and into the AI age.
Yep.
Tell us about how SuperOps is thinking about AI as you move forward, and what's your impression of where we are with AI and its impact on our industry.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of it. I talk a lot about the new value equations and how our MSPs positioning themselves for the future, right? And so when you start to think about how am I generating value, what is my new value equation? It's not going to be about monitoring, maintenance, and management. It's not going to be about those things. It's going to be about business operations as a service. It's going to be about, ROI aspects of how I'm actually helping generate revenue for my customers. And what are the solutions to the problems of the modern customer, right? And that's where I think we're starting to see a number of different approaches, that's for me as a builder, I get super excited about, because I'm like, oh man, that's a really good idea. Like I love the fact that everyone's just kind of getting back into this startup vibe of recreating and like starting to retool and design new things. But that also comes with its challenges, because to your point, although cybersecurity's here and data's here, there's a lot of now spreading nuance of cybersecurity requirements and legal requirements. And so I always say, no matter what you do, make sure you're protected in the thing that you're going to do next. And I think that that's why, a good relationship with you guys, like the one we are actually building as a partnership, means a lot, because the one thing you want to be careful of is, no matter what you do and how you tool and how you build, is make sure you're covered, right? And that's where I know you've done a great job. And again, kudos to you and Manjur for all the things that you guys do, because that's important.
Well, thank you so much. We feel like that a large percentage of the managed services industry has been underserved by legal, that in many ways there's an affordability challenge with smaller MSPs, and I've been working very hard to drive the cost down and still make sure that the fundamental legal protections that our platform offers are still available even to the small guys. And so, because those small guys become big guys, and because small guys get sued too.
Yeah,
they're the ones that
been there before
to pay, right? So all right. So let's talk about the roadmap for 2025. You've got this big platform, an ambitious platform.
Yep.
It's does a lot of things, and so what will be added as we go into next year, and what are the things that is on the roadmap for SuperOps?
It's an interesting time for us. We were actually just talking through it as a leadership, and one of the challenges that we have is that we're growing so fast, and we have so many wonderful people like yourself and other partners that are now participating in this growth mode that we're in, that we're actually running out of space and inventory to make announcements, which is actually kind of a weird place to be like, we can't even announce anything else, because there's saturation in running announcements every week because of the innovation, because of the launches, because of those integration pieces. So as far as what's next for us, obviously today, which is amazing, so by the time this thing runs, this will already be out, we're launching our AI, which is Monica, and we're officially giving her a name. She's now going to be your journey mate inside of our platform, which is an awesome opportunity to be able to have a coach to help you think about your business differently. So we are, Monica's coming out, which is one of our big announcements, press release. Actually, embargo was lifted this morning. So we're really pumped about that. And again, we have so many new wonderful integrations that just came out. We just partnered with people like Flex Points, and we've just launched our announcement with ESET, and we have like tons of other new ones. Like we got alternative payments that just came out. You guys are at some point. You guys are in the line to come through the gates. So yeah, so there's just a number of wonderful announcements, whether it be integrations, innovations, whether it be the launch of our AI. And one of the big things we talked about at PAX 8 was also Vision X, the ability for an MSP to forecast their future in a managed services arena. It's never existed. And so this is how we think we see AI. We see MSP of the future, and how we're empowering our partners and building those strategies around making sure that our customers are being successful and stable and protected in the future. So there's a lot coming. Every single week we'll have an announcement from now until the end of December. So really, really excited at times.
That is cool. I would say that Monica sounds cool. We have a AI tool that I developed called Lobby.
Nice.
I think maybe one day Lobby will meet Monica.
Yeah, Lobby and Monica, they'd be friends.
So that'll be cool, and look forward to that. Juan Fernandez from Super Ops, thank you for being on.
It's always a pleasure, and thanks you guys. See you out there. See you soon.
All righty, take care.
You've been listening to Talk Tech with Rob Scott. Brought to you by Monger. Monger is the first mover in providing contracts as a service solutions specifically designed for IT managed service providers. Their SaaS-enabled legal solution is based on industry-leading templates, customized for each client, and periodically updated to ensure that MSPs always have the latest protections and are legally compliant. For more information, visit monger.com. That's MONJUR.com.